I've been working for more than 10 years now as a writer. That means writing articles and books, and I've stood on stages in many places around the world. But after 10 years, I got this nagging feeling that telling all these stories wasn't enough. Awareness is not enough. In fact, I think awareness is quite overrated.
I would say there's probably a reason that maybe something's niggling at you. You're kind of maybe questioning, is this all there is? And I think it's good to listen to that. It can be hard to listen to it because we're so busy in our lives. I think if you have the ability to take time to think about it and work out what your values are and you have a sense of it, I think go do it. I'm Olivia Hicks. I'm Australian, based in Amsterdam.
I always felt that I was not working up to the capacity or not fulfilling the role that I would say, meant to do on Earth.
I am a mixed-race female, and I grew up in the confines and the shackles of an apartheid system. So I've been exposed to an oppressive system and the generational markings that has had. And that has really allowed me to learn how to put myself in the shoes of other people, like the teachings of the great Nelson Mandela.
My name is Erin and I am from South Africa. I got asked to apply to an African Leadership Academy when I was about 16 years old. And I remember we got these t-shirts, so we went through like a very rigorous interview process, and on the back of the t-shirt it was an agent of change. And that slogan has kind of stayed with me throughout my life, and I've always felt that I was supposed to be an agent of change.
What I hope is that being a participant in this fellowship is going to be the experience of a lifetime. Because these fellows are at the start of an amazing adventure. I think really changing the world is not something you do in a couple of months or even a couple of years. It's basically a quest that lasts your entire lifetime.
We started off with really trying to understand what exactly is this idea of moral ambition, what is the idea from a historical perspective, this idea of a group of collective people coming together and fighting for a cause. And then we moved into specific training on each of the different fellowships. It's the soft skills as well. It's about how to openly listen and ask in sort of inquiry questions into what people are saying. So it's been an amazing experience in terms of all of those different elements that have been touched upon.
I'm going to be working on trying to accelerate this transition in the food system. And I think moral ambition is absolutely critical. We need as many people as possible working on these issues that are critical, whether it be tobacco or food systems transition. There are lots of really important issues out there. And the more people, talented, experienced people we can get working on these issues, the better.
I think too often we think that doing good and guilt have to be part, of the same project, but it's actually really exciting to be part of something like this. What we're trying to do is to redefine what it means to be successful. So being successful is no longer about, having that fancy title, getting a fat paycheck, or getting the corner office. That's a little bit boring, to be honest. It's so much more exciting to be working on something that actually matters, to build a legacy that matters.
Moral ambition to me is being ambitious in your career for something that you actually really care about, that's in line with your values. For me, it's about thinking about career ambition as not just money, not just that next promotion, but what's something I actually care about. And that in and of itself is incredible and should be something we're striving for and should be an objective when we're going through our different studies.
I think my most important advice for ambitious idealists is to find like-minded people. There are so many more people like you than you know of. So find yourself a small group like that, and don't be embarrassed. to be really ambitious about making this world a wildly better place.
There's so many people out there who are probably sort of very frustrated in their day-to-day work, who feel that they should be doing and contributing more to society. And I think that the school doesn't realize actually that that is a profound impact for society, is by giving an opportunity to people who want to do good in the world, who allow us to find each other.
Doesn't matter if you're young or old or rich or poor, or if you're highly educated, a professor, or if you have little education, that doesn't matter. What really matters, if you have the determination, the perseverance, the idealism, the desire to really make this world a wildly better place.
I really see it as a really big turning point for me, and I'm so excited to be here.
So the founding principles that appeal most to me would be kindness, openness, and perseverance. I know how you're going to edit that, so you're going to start it and then cut it.